his life. But I am really, really pleased with the judge's decision.
What do you think when you heard those words? He's getting a new trial, he had ineffective counsel, new evidence.
The truth's finally coming out. The truth is finally coming out after all these years. So I think everybody's really pleased. I believe so. I'm pleased. I know we had a good judge, and he's got a fabulous lawyer. And I believe Mark's coming home.
It looks like you're struggling to contain the excitement. What does this mean to you?
I'm trying to contain it.
The judge told you to contain it in there, right?
Oh, I know. I was trying so hard. I just wanted to shout. I want to cry. I want to smile. I want to laugh. I just want Mark home. It's time for an innocent man to come home.
What's your name again?
Melanie Bradford.
And what's your relation to Mr. Bradford?
Just really great friend.
So what does this mean? I mean, it's good news. It's I just told the family it's a baby step. It's our 10th baby step. I hate that innocence is a bad word. We need to fix that. Judges should be able to utter the word innocence when the evidence is just so clear that they're innocent. It's hard enough when you walk in the courtroom charged. There's not a presumption of innocence. There's a presumption of guilt because you've been charged. And then once you're convicted, it's just so hard, the hill to get over it. And I've heard that Mr. Bell plans to appeal. I am shocked to hear that in some ways, and then in some ways I'm not surprised because he would never listen to the evidence before we had the evidentiary hearing. So we will fight it all the way through appeal, through retrial if we have to. In the meantime, I hope somebody who's has access to the evidence in this case will actually do a real investigation, because the murderer of Ira Yarmolenko has not been charged and is still out there, and there is evidence to pursue. So I'm hoping somebody will do that and not just sit around and wait for the courts to fix their problems.
What does this mean to your client? What did Mr. Carver say?
Mr. Carver didn't quite understand what was going on. So he thought it was good. So he was happy when we said, yes, it's good. It's going to take take some time. We'll get the order drafted as quickly as possible. For us, that means probably tomorrow. So hopefully we get him home to his family as quickly as possible, and we'll get that bond met, and just wait to see what the district attorney decides to do. I really it's just unfathomable to me that this case is just not completely obvious.
Before the hearing, he's what, a third, fourth grade IQ, maybe innocent, maybe now sitting in jail with other convicted murderers.
You're not going to get innocent maybe out of my mouth. It's innocent definitely. He's definitely innocent 100%. I would put my career, anything I have on the fact that he is innocent. So there's no maybe about it.
You're ready. You're the
Yeah. All right.
He's the
Doc,
mayor.
what do you think of this decision?
Well, I'm very disappointed in it. It's a very good judge. I respect the judge, but I'm very disappointed in it. I disagree with it, and at the proper time, we will appeal.
The judge said ineffective counsel and that the defense attorney didn't take into consideration the medical and psychological factors. Do you think the prosecution skipped over those as well?
No, I do not think he was required to, because what the judge never addressed was how that would have changed things. Because as we said, if he had brought in the medicals that he was not strong enough, then we would have brought in where he was carrying 50-pound bags of corn. We would have shown that he was. So we think it was very reasonable not to look at the medical records, because you knew, no matter what they said, it could not negate what he was able to do. So this is where we think, as I respect the judge, I think the judge is wrong.
How about the touch DNA in this case?
Well, there again, her person that she hired said, oh, you can take the new stuff and apply it to the old. Well, the evidence of one of our hearings had been, no, you can't do that. Touch DNA, he touched the car, in our belief. The judge says that's, we haven't proven that. If I touch something and leave my DNA on it, That's touch DNA. So if I touch a table, leave my DNA on it, that's touch DNA. That's nothing wild. You can either swab someone's mouth to get DNA, you can draw blood, you can swab them, or you can, like fingerprints. You said you can take them off the hand, or you can take them off of what they touched. That's what touch DNA is, in short order.
Will you retrial?
If we are not successful on the appeal, then yes, we will try it again.
Which court will hear the appeal? Who does the appeal go to?
This appeal will probably go to the Court of Appeals first, and then, if necessary, we'll go to the Supreme Court.
During that time, would Mr. Carver be in the jail here, or would he have to stay in?
If he's able to post bond, he'll be out. If he's not able to post bond, he'll be in jail.
The judge said the DNA data under the new standards was not of high enough quality to prove that he did touch the car. How can you even try the case with that one crucial element?
Well, that's not what the judge said. And the judge, that was not what he said, and we disagree with